Welcome back to The Full View. Workers at VBS Mutual Bank say their meeting with the bank's human resources management and the curator this morning was futile. The employees met officials at the Thohoyandou branch in Limpopo. They had hoped to push for an increase in the severance packages offered to them. 100 workers were retrenched from the bank on Friday. Only 26 staff have been retained countrywide to service client loans. The curator says the bank had to be streamlined to accommodate for a lack of cash flow. As a result, branches have been closed. Assets are being sold to foot the bill for outstanding payments. Our reporter Hitekani Magwedze joins us for an update. So Hitekani, it sounds like there's just not more money.
Oh, good evening, Francis. There is certainly no money at VBS. Earlier this morning, throughout the day, we've been seeing bakkies and other vehicles bringing equipment and boxes and some other things from other branches that have been closed. We know that the SABC branch that's a couple of kilometers from here and the Makado, and the Joburg branch, for example, have been closed. The only remaining branch are just two branches, which are where we are at right now in Thohoyandou, which is the headquarters, and the Makado branch. These are, of course, to service the loans of the clients that are still remaining. Of course, we know that the curator is doing his best to try and put together or receive all the loans that are remaining so that he can, so that they can pay back the depositors that are still without their funds. We know that there are other depositors who have received all their money. Those are the ones who had 100,000 or less in the bank. Everyone else who had more than that received 100,000, but the rest has not been given to them as yet. So the loans and the equipment are there so that they can service those loans. But just to talk to us a bit about their feeling around what's been happening with VBS and the workers' queries and Vembe District Municipality and its involvement in this through Mayor Florence Radizilano. We're joined by SAMU's Mr. Chamano. Mr. Chamano, thank you for joining us on Full View.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chililo.
Chililo, my apologies.
Yes.
Now, first and foremost, Mr. Curator, what is your feeling as SAMU concerning the cries of the retrenched workers?
Thanks again. We're really concerned about this massive corruption that has happened in VBS. Of course, it's affected many people. Perhaps before we went to the workers, we should indicate it very clear that it's affect the poor of the poorest. Hawkers, elders, burial societies, those people who are trying to assist their family. And we're really highly concerned. And we're saying as workers, before we become members of a union, we are members of the community. Hence, we are also concerned. And we're saying these are the potential voters of the African National Congress in the incoming general election. Coming to the workers, we are really concerned because we are also coming from that background. We don't want any workers to lose his or her jobs because of those who are able to feed themselves because they are earning a better salary. They have looted the money of the poor people. We have come here today together with COSATU and SABC to arrange a meeting with those workers, which is going to happen tomorrow. We'll also integrate the program of COSATU, which has already been developed, together with these workers, so that we fight, so that they must also get their jobs. I mean, it's an insult for workers who have been working for 20 years, being given less than 20,000. It's just a really insult, while those who looted the money are benefiting and living a fleshy life.
Now, Mr. Chamano Chiriro,
Yes.
talking about the community rather, voting for the ANC in the next coming elections. We know that the Vembe District Municipality and the Mayor, Florence Rajilani, have been linked to the scandals that have been taking place here. What is your feeling on that, considering you will be encouraging workers to be, or communities to be voting for the same ANC?
Definitely. We are coming from the Congress as COSATU, and we have resolved that we are going to support the African National Congress on reconfiguration of the alliance. So definitely we are going to mobilize members to vote for ANC, but would fail to mobilize members while the executive mayor of Vembe is still Florence.
All right. Now we'll have to leave it at that, Mr. Chamane. Thank you so much. We'll catch up with you on a later time. But we do know, Francis, that the SAMU and other affiliate unions will be meeting tomorrow to discuss these issues, including the involvement of the mayor in the VBS scandal.
All right, thank you very much. Keeping us up to date on VBS, Hitekani Magwedze. And coming up, your sport.